Good day. I have these U.S. mail locks. I've had them for a couple of months and no keys, and trying to pick them open, but not having any success. I've seen Lock Noob's video on it and Potty's video on it. And it seems so simple. All they did was tension the bolt up here using this Allen wrench, putting pressure on it, getting a pick, going in and lifting the 4 levers that are in here. Seems simple enough. I find the levers, I can feel them going up, but I don't feel them binding. Maybe I might get one occasionally that would bind, but the rest of them wouldn't. And I have no idea why my picking didn't work like theirs did. So I took one of them and I took it apart and to see what the mechanism was like on the inside. And here you can see it. If you watch Starrylock's recent video he did on these locks, his mailbox lock series, he tried to pick them also and wasn't having much success. And so I wanted to find out why, and after fooling around with this and taking it apart a couple of times, I think I found the answer why we can't pick it. And I'll try and show you that. And what I'm going to do, I'll get a little closer if I can. And I will take the levers out. Show you what I think is the problem. Oops, excuse me, real close. That's what the levers look like. There's 2. Lever 3. I'm leaving the 4th lever in there because I'll need that to demonstrate. Here is a back plate. I never knew what its real function was, but I've seen something like this before, and they are in Chubb locks. They're lever padlocks, big ones. And when you try to attempt to pick those, using a pick, of course, and tension wrench, this thing in that lock comes down and blocks the keyway. So you can't get your tools out. But there is a way where you can get that back up and out of the way, but it doesn't apply here. But what this thing does, it's a anti-pick device. And here is a key, but not a key to this thing. I haven't got a key for this, and they're very hard to find. But I found a pipe key that fit the post here, but it's not the correct bitting. It's no bitting at all. In fact, I made it to use as a tension wrench for another lock, but it happened to fit on here. But if you put this in and you rotate it, it pushes that device up into the lock. Let's see if it stays. Nope, it doesn't stay. But let's see if I can hold this. We'll use this as a pointer. This is part of the that strange locking mechanism. Let me get this up a little bit. And if you see here, there's a little post built on it. Not very thick, but it's as thick as one of these levers. and it interacts with this fourth lever here. And if that's not lifted up in a way, this lever can't be picked because this gets in the way. Let's see if I can push this back down again. Take this out. Lift the lever up. Unlock it, or I should say lock it back into place here. That shows it a lot better. Okay. You can see the little knob right there. It's gone into the slot where the bolt goes into. And you can't lift the lever up to get it to bind with the bolt because that little post right there is holding the lever in there. And when you're trying to pick this thing, you got your pick in through the keyhole and you're lifting up on the levers. This isn't going anywhere. It gets stuck on that little post right there. And you can pick the other three, they go up, but it has no tension on it to bind them because this thing is preventing any real tension to go on the other three levers to get them to bind, so you can open up the open up this bolt, so this bolt will slip into all of these. So in order to bypass this, you have to also get a pick in here somehow and push it up so it goes beyond. Do it through the camera, as most people know well. There. You have to push it out of the way. So you're going to have to get a tool in there to do that. And I found this small jeweler's screwdriver. Will go in through the hole, the keyway, like this, diagonally, push this up and away from it. But you also got to apply tension to the bolt here. You do that with another wrench. And you have this thing stuck in here. And then you got to put your pick in here and lift the levers up. So I'll kind of show you what that setup looks like. This here. This over here. There we go. All right. Put the screwdriver in here. We have to push that lever up out of the way. Sometimes if you're lucky, it will lock up in there. It will stay. But that's one thing you have to have. The other one is this going up into the bolt right there. Apply tension on that. And then you go in with your pick to pick the four levers. This is retracted the bolt back here, so that little post is now away from the lever. So you can get that fourth one up. Then you work your way back, 3, 2, 1. Always applying tension on here and hoping you can get them to bind and spring it open. That's basically what I found out has to be done in order to get this lock to open. pushing this thing up. Like that. And then you're, don't see that, there it is. Okay. You have to have this in here, applying tension to the bolt, pulling backwards. So it applies tension to the levers. With this pushed back, that little knob now has moved out of the slot for the lever, and you can begin sticking your pickup in there and actually moving it up, hopefully to get into the bolt. So you have to do that to all four of them. So I really don't know how Knock Noob and Potty picked theirs without moving that this lever over to get that post out of the way. Because just applying pressure to this, going this way, doesn't move the post any to get it out from under the tip of the lever there. So the only thing I can think of is that maybe they had a lock where this little post was worn down over the years. This is, as I think Storylock said, this was patented. Maybe the late part of the 19th century, earliest 20th century, so they may have gotten some very old locks that this eventually wore down and didn't interfere with this fourth lever. So that's my my explanation. And if you can find an easier way to tension this and get this in here and get that anti-pick device out of the way, and then stick your pick in there and lift all four levers and unlock it, then you're doing a great job. And do a video on it so I can find an easier way of doing that. But I'll try and do it myself, and if I get successful, maybe I will do a video on it myself. But I hope this will help Storylock. I'm actually doing this video just for him, just to let him know what I think. I found out what the problem is, and maybe he can figure out how to open it a whole lot easier. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helps people that have this lock and trying to pick it and are frustrated and not knowing why they can't get it picked. And I think it's just because it's this anti-pick device that you got to get it out of the slot where the levers are, and in order to get to pick the fourth lever and get it set so you can pick the other three and open it up. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later.